Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Washington in at the 3 slot. Now here's Washington. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Whitmore outside. Offensive board. Pass to Brooks. Shoots over Davis. And it's Brooks missing. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs. And it's Washington missing. Thompson with it. Irving picks him up. Outside for Green. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Irving with it. And he lobs it up. Thompson scanning the floor. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Irving against Green. On the wing, Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Green.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
For Dallas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Green, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
It's Washington, high post. Thompson pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Whitmore outside. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Pass to Washington. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. Over Green. Releases from the wing and drills it. Thompson's got 6 points. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Brooks with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Outside Whitmore. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And Dallas with a change here too. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. They trail by 1. And here's Thompson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
Whenever the ball leaves Klay's hands, it is the same every single time. You always feel like it's going in. He's that good of a shooter.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Stolen by Thompson. With the drive. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Thompson with it. Green picks him up. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Whitmore. Pass to Christie. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Houston.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Van Vliet finds Eason. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Houston foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw no good. Houston making some changes. Şengün comes in for Adams. And Holiday subbed in for Green. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Pass to Christie. Here's Marshall. Over Van Vliet. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here.
2 minutes are allowed.
We're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
So the replay was conclusive. Ball overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you...
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Houston up by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 3. Here's Van Vliet. Lively grabs a miss. Mavericks trail by 10. Christie passes to Irving. The 3. The Rockets pull it in. Holiday finds Eason. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Lively. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Pass to Christie. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Christie, defended by Eason. Christie passes to Irving. Three-pointer. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And Dallas hits again from deep.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Holiday. And Dallas with a change here, too. Edwards is checked in. Here's Whitmore outside. Edwards pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 4. Fires the 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson. Eason's got 11 points.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Pass to Christie. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Outside Eason. Van Vliet left side. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Christie. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. He has 7.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Marshall. Good D by Şengün. Houston leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Easton.
2 minutes.
He buries it from 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Lively's shot is off.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
ABA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Knocked away. Down low. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Irving for 3. Pure from three-point range. Irving's got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The Rockets lead by 6. Right side Easton. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Marshall. And here's Dallas. Irving with it. Van Vliet covering. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Outside Easton. Outside Whitmore. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. He's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And that concludes the first half. It's Houston leading by 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You gotta like what we're seeing from Tari Eason.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Whitmore is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And that one's good. Irving.
I love seeing Irving's work in the mid-range, intelligent at reading the defense and recognizing when to take these shots.
Off target from three-point range. Houston leading by 5. Whitmore with it. Now Thompson defending. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Mavericks now. Pulls up for 3. The 3 ball. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. And here's Davis. There's the triple. No good. And here are the Rockets. Green finds Thompson. Back to Green. Tries it from the top of the key. On the wing, Green. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Irving with a deep 3. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Irving's got 11. Houston in the lead. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gafford the screen. And here's Thompson for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Whitmore outside. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Davis, the pass to Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Green for 3. Davis with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 4. Gafford in the post, working on Thompson. His first shot attempt. Another shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ben Thompson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Eason's checked in for Houston. And Dallas with a change here, too. Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from Reid. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 5.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
It's Thompson, high post. 12 points for him. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Thompson's got 14.
Want to see a perfect jumper? Just watch Klay Thompson.
Davis, a screen. The shot. And it's Irving missing.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Eason with the ball. Irving picks him up. Stolen by Gafford. Irving, the pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Davis. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Dinwiddie comes in for Klay Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Williams from long range hits a 3-pointer. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Counted. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Just a beautiful jump shot. Green is the prototype NBA 2-guard.
Dinwiddie passes to Marshall. Davis with a screen on Brooks. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. And Tate is subbed in for Whitmore. Exum's checked in for Dallas. Outside Tate takes the 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
Davis against Eason. Back to Exum. Out to the wing. Launches a 3. Lively with the bucket. Lively's got 5 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Derek Lively, Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Dante Exum, and it's Prosper in at the 4-man position. For 3, Smith. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Back to Holiday. To the middle. The kick out to Van Vliet from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
And it's Irving missing. The Rockets lead by 3. He launches a 3. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Holiday.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Van Vliet. Dallas, no good that time either. The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Drills it from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And Houston, another 3. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Houston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
It's stolen by Lively. In transition, here they come. For 3, Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Houston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. They get the rebound. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
The assist.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Easton. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Alperen Şengün. And Whitmore subbed in for Holiday. Smith with a screen on Irving. Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Rockets.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
A different look for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Marshall. And it's P.J. Washington in for Williams.
2 minutes.
Launches a 3. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 10. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Irving looking around. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
There is one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
And he gets the bucket.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet to the paint. Thompson with a steal. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth. And he can't jam it through. Dallas has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Van Vliet against Irving. Davis a screen. Irving, no good. Well, the Rockets shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Thompson. Oh,
Yes!
throw it down!
Oh! They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Irving against Thompson. Inside. Here's Gafford. Outside for Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Ooh, the pump fake. Kept the D off balance. Gave him room to work. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Van Vliet against Williams. And here's Van Vliet. From deep three-point range, offline. And so it's Houston winning this one. Okay. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
like a potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Brooks misses. Dunn right side. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Fires for 3. Now here's Powell. This one for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Green against Harden. Pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell. The 19-foot shot, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Brooks misses. LA's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Powell with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And it's Norman Powell with the 3. Powell's got 6.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Powell. Thompson passes to Brooks. Houston needs to get a shot off. Harden looking it over. And another 3 for the Clippers.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Now here's Green. A 3 ball. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Leonard. 3-pointer. Zubac kicks to Dunn. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Thompson after Chris Dunn made that last 3-pointer. From deep, Green gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Harden's shot is off. It's trailed by 8, and they're on the break. Green finds Şengün. Lets the 3 fly, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Powell, no one around him. Takes it out to Leonard. The 3. Drills it from outside.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Zubac for the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Şengün. And so it's it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
We've got him and Thompson. Also, Tari Eason out there. Smith is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Holiday in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Zubac, a screen on Eason. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Jones for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Outside Bogdanovich. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in the quarter. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Elijah Wan, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to Coffey. 1:39 left now here in the second. Offensive rebound. Bogdanovich wide open. A 3-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 14. Smith with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. The wide open look here for Holiday. Offline with his 3. Clippers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Jones with the screen on Holiday. Bogdanovich against Holiday. Pass to Jones. For 3. The Rockets pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Coffey. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
Simmons against Van Vliet. Easton passes to Van Vliet. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Zubac. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Bogdan Bogdanović making highlights for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of them. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the center. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles leading by 14. Now here's Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Dunn left side. Pass to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, the rebound by Steven Adams. Powell's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And it's Leonard missing. Rockets trail by 14. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Drills the three-pointer.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Los Angeles with another miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Adams sets the pick for Whitmore. Powell with the steal. Dunn outside. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. Dunn's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Well, just nice to see the time spent in the gym by Chris Dunn coming to fruition on that jumper.
Here's Whitmore. Top of the key jumper, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Leonard against Green. From the arc. And it's Leonard missing. For Houston, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Early slow start offensively. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Smith. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, explosive energy from Green off the steal. Running the floor like no one can stop him from getting to his shot.
Harden way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 6 points. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Powell finds Zubac over Whitmore. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer, and that time sets up his teammate.
He gets that one.
Come on, who doesn't like the turnaround jumper, especially when it's taken with that kind of precision.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Zubats with the screen for Harden. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Green. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 16th rebound on the night. A three from Leonard. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Adams. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Leonard looking over the floor. Here's the 3. Claims it! Kawhi! Kaboom!
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Here's Shepard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers leading by 12. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. From outside the arc, it's not going to go for him.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Leonard with a screen on Eason. And Jones has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Leonard. Outside Bogdanovic. Shoots the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Tari Eason. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubats is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovic. 3 on the clock. Harden inside the three-point line. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Clippers lead by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No one covering.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
The 3 from Harden. Şengün with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 made. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Here's Tate, guarded by Powell. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Takes a 3. And it's Shepard missing. Clippers leading by 11. Harden way outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Oh, my goodness. From the next zip code, James Harden.
2 minutes.
Thompson in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Dylan Brooks. He's checked in for Jayshawn Tate. Whitmore comes in for Shepard. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Kicks it out to Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Harden. Now Leonard. A fader. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whitmore's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Şengün. From past the arc, hands it from downtown.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Los Angeles leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Zubac.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden with it, fires away from outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
And here's Harden, fires from way outside. Brooks grabs the board. So the Clippers with the win. And in the win. All right, David.
great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's Powell on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Davis with a screen on Zubats. Irving, no good. About a minute played here so far in the first. Out to the right wing. From the baseline. Zubats' shot is off.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, BA. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Washington's shot is good.
And Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Leonard can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Gafford. Fires for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Powell outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Gafford with a screen on Harden. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Leonard for 3, and Los Angeles another 3.
Wasting 0 time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Zubats with a screen on Thompson. Dunn's shot is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Pass to Gafford. From downtown, it's rebounded by Zubats.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Now, Zubats really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
Right side Davis. Here's the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Three-pointer, Harden. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. The Mavericks leading. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Dunn. Off target from outside.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And there's the lob. The Clippers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Harden, the pass to Powell. The 3 ball. The shot off that time. And that concludes a back and forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Mavericks.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
First team foul.
Irving against Simmons. Irving, the pass to Marshall. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Dinwiddie.
Irving's got 7 assists in the game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
Dunn, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Marshall from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Bogdanovich, no good. The Mavericks lead by 4. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. It's stolen by Dunn. Zubac with a screen on Dinwiddie. There's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dunn's got his second bucket of the night.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor. And they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Counted from distance. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, BA, that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in LA, they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Really tough to predict what Kyrie is going to do because he's so special playing out of the pick and roll.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
There's the triple. Rebounded by Marshall. Dallas leading by 6. Outside Irving. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority.
Bogdanovich can score, but where he gets real dangerous is when he becomes a playmaker like that.
Irving for 3. Lively inside. Zubac there. Irving, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Releases. Bogdanovich, no good. Dallas has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball.
Clippers ball.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Dinwiddie. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Harden comes in for Bogdanovich. Leonard for 3. Leonard beyond the line.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
For 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, this is one of the reasons you can run the offense through Kawhi Leonard. He just makes good decisions.
Oh, Davis finishing off the lob.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Down low.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Inside. Oh, it's stolen. It's a tie game in Dallas. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you... Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Irving's got 5 rebounds in the game. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that Be Ready club off the bench. He can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Irving with a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Powell for 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving against Harden. And he's going for the lob! And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. On the wing, Irving. 14 points for him.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Pass to Leonard. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Dallas making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Mavericks lead by 4. This one for 3. And Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 17.
Kid drifts back on Kyrie Irving when he's handling the ball like that. He's actively surveying the defense and looking for the pull-up.
A nice shot by Zubac.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Irving with a deep three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Leonard looking around. Drains the triple. Now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Powell. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And here's Thompson for three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
And Klay Thompson, one of those guys where you hit the switch as a lights-out shooter.
Harden finds Powell. Fires from deep. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
For three, Powell. Davis with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Irving with a deep three. The quick look, no good that time. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard outside. The three is up. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Gafford.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Hits the trifecta.
The instincts tonight for Harden, razor sharp. He just knows when to pop up.
Irving for three. No luck on that one. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. On the glass, he was an absolute.
You know what time it is.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The Mavericks leading. They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Leonard way outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And for Dallas, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Irving for three. Knocks down the long J. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs. Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Leonard for three. From long distance, Leonard drops it in.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Irving for three. Another three for Dallas.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Dunn outside. No good on the three.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Clippers trail by 7. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Dinwiddie. That one goes. Count it.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Three-pointer. Ooh, poked away.
Oh, he's been doing everything. Hitting the boards, huge game for him thus far.
Leonard for three. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Beyond the arc. And it's Irving missing.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Coffey. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They get the rebound. Pass to Irving. And there's a 3-second violation. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. Harden from outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Davis with a screen on Harden. Again, missed by Dallas. Clippers trail by 4. Zubac in.
Oh, man! Nobody is stopping that.
Way up there in the rafters.
Insane!
What a finish!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Throws it up high. And stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. Three-pointer, Harden. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Irving's got rebound number 11. Pass to Washington. Washington, a screen on Leonard. Leonard against Irving. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Down low. Harden against Thompson to take the lead. Harden misses. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Thompson, no good. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. It's a one-point game. Zubac with a screen on Davis. Leonard passes to Harden. And nails the tray!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it. And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Leonard with a screen on Washington. Leonard finds Powell. Puts up a 3. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. What a performance they have here at home today. Art Alley, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
defensive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Brooks is out there with Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard. And really deep through that time.
The fire that Irving plays with, I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
From deep, Brooks. Rebounded by Gafford. Green against Irving. Going inside. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hand. Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And Gafford throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Green. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. A rebound by Washington. Now it's sent it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jason Kidd.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And here are the Mavericks now after the Rockets pick up 3. And Gafford throws it down.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
And it's good for 2. That's 7 points from Amen Thompson.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Irving with it. Now Green defending. And stolen by Şengün. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
He lobs it up, and Gafford throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here's Green. Back to Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Inside, it's tipped. The kick out to Irving. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith is checked in. Now here's Dinwiddie. And it's off from three-point range. 1:21 left to play in the first. Pass to Smith. Over Thompson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now Smith, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Green finds Smith, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
To the inside, and Davis throws it down.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And a wide-open look for Whitmore. Great look, but off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Loads it up for Davis. It's tipped. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Smith.
Simply a great play. Smith Jr. making that play look easy.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Thompson. In the corner, it's Whitmore. In the corner, Smith with it. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we've got... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And so in the game for the Rockets, the post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
Assisted by
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by Şengün. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Eason. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Irving. The three. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Mavericks making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good bets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And stolen by Şengün. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Whitmore throws it down.
There's no shortage of verticality to Whitmore's game. He makes for a big target above the rim.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Şengün. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And finished off by Lively.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And the pick and roll delivers. VanVleet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
To the middle, up again, and Thompson sends it back. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Houston also making some changes. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Outside, Green hits the jumper in space. Green's got 6.
3 points.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
And stolen by Whitmore. And it's Houston on the break. It's stolen by Davis. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. And Gafford throws it down.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty.
That was a Hail Mary for sure. A long-distance bomb. What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green dishes to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Gafford sets the pick for Williams. Here he goes. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop. It's deflected. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 11. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Şengün kicks to Thompson. Clock at 6. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Lobs it up there for Brooks. And stolen by Thompson. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Irving against Şengün. Irving with the ball. 6 points for him. Wants to get it to Gafford and does.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Green, the pass to Brooks.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
Mavericks trail by 11. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Irving looking for an opening. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Floats it up for Davis. Thompson with the block. Here's Whitmore. He has 5. And it's Green missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
You know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agreed. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Here's Thompson driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
When AD gets going like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down. He's got so many different ways to beat you.
Irving for 3. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 9.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Puts up a 3. Şengün, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Irving against Green. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Şengün. Got a piece of it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Thompson for the triple. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. The Rockets again can't hit. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Irving passes to Gaffney. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Eason. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. To the paint. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Stolen by Thompson. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Throws it up high. And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Rockets on top, leading by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The post-pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the 2.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
Şengün with a screen on Irving. They get it back. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Fires the 3. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trailed by 5. Irving way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Pass to Holiday. Here's Şengün. Dinwiddie with the steal. Irving with it. Picked up by VanVleet. VanVleet against Irving. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
And finished off by Lively.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Prosper's checked in. It's Thompson in for Christie. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Thompson with the jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Irving. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. That gives him a double-double in this one. 12 points and 17 assists. Van Vliet finds Adams. Houston moving it around. It's Thompson off the drive. Holiday inside the line. Misses the jumper. The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Holiday. And finished off by Lively.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. If they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing.
Here's Van Vliet. Thompson passes to Holiday. And they get it. And Lively pulls it down. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Ball is going up for the alley-oop here. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Back to Irving. Floats it up for Davis, and finished off by Davis.
AD staring them down and letting them know this ain't over yet.
Here's Şengün. They kick it out to Green. Back to Şengün. Shoots over Gafford. Green passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Green. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Outside Irving. They get it back. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Floats it up for Davis. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
It's Davis on the wing. No good on the 3.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And here's Irving. For this screen on Green. And it's blocked by Şengün. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks. Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So the Houston starting five. They've got Tari Eason, Amen Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Green in at the point guard position.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
It's stolen by Green. Fast break, here we go. Launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Dunn outside. And the three off target. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Appreciate the report, Allie. On target from range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon. Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Now here's Leonard to halt the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Outside Whitmore. Thompson draws the double. And stolen by Leonard. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Out to Powell. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Buries it from 3.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Pass to Green. 4-3. Another 3 from Houston.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
Here's Thompson, and he drives in. Here's Whitmore outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Dunn outside. The three is up. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. The Rockets lead by 7. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperon Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Now here's Powell. He's scoreless. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. Outside Whitmore. Three-pointer. Houston with another miss. The Clippers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Leonard for 3. To the inside. Zubac screen. Takes a 3. Leonard, that one's good. Leonard's got his second bucket on the night.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Now Easton. Şengün, a screen on Powell. Back to Şengün. Outside for Green. Back to Şengün. Here's Whitmore outside. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Whitmore's got 11.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Leonard against Thompson to the middle. Outside Harden. Zubac with a screen on Green. Back to Zubac. Over Green. He knocks it down. But wait a minute.
2 minutes are allowed to review the last play.
We're going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Rockets on top, leading by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Taking a look at the Rockets. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Aaron Holiday out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Houston leading by 5. VanVleet on the wing. The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Coffey from behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Simmons, the pass to Bogdanovich. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Smith with it, picked up by Simmons. Back to Smith. Brooks outside. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can ignite a crowd with his dunks, it's Jabari. He throws them down with power.
And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Simmons. Zubac has got his second basket of the game. VanVleet, the pass to Holiday. To the paint. Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Coffey. And it's done in for Simmons. VanVleet finds Şengün. His first shot coming late. Jones grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The Rockets lead by 5. Here's Whitmore outside. That one is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 7. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. VanVleet with it. Şengün, the screen. The 3. He drops it from range. VanVleet's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And you gotta love the fire VanVleet plays with. Coming right back with his own 3.
Leonard passes to Bogdanovich. Pulls up on the wing. Leonard against Brooks. Pass to Zubac. And here's Dunn. The 3 ball. Brooks with the rebound. VanVleet against Leonard. Brooks outside. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 10-point Houston lead.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played football. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Pass to Thompson. Driving inside, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
Now Zubac. 23 seconds left in the first half of this one. Bogdanovich finds Leonard. Over Whitmore. Leonard can't get it to go.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Thompson, a screen on Jones. Whitmore. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Cam Whitmore.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Clippers trail by 6. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Şengün, a screen on Harden. Three-pointer, Holiday. Pure from three-point range. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harden, deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Houston leading by 7. On the wing, Holiday. Done with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Leonard in transition.
You're smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Here's Şengün. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Dunn. And Los Angeles, another 3. Here's Holiday. The 3 is up. Out to Thompson. Outside Holiday. Left side, Whitmore. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Tate comes in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Holiday. Harden, deep three-point land. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Tate. Pass to Whitmore. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets with another miss. The Clippers trail. Harden from outside. Rebounded by Green. Now here's Whitmore. Smith with it. Leonard defending. Fades back. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Whitmore.
Oh, the young man doesn't even blink. In Smith's eyes, the defender was invisible.
Zubac, screen. Charity stripe shot. Not going to go that time. Houston leading by 3. Green finds Smith. Outside Tate. Green with the ball. Smith with a screen on Leonard. Green, the pass to Tatum. Oh, he got hacked blocked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night. Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. Outside Jones. Zubac with a screen on Tate. Tate against Jones. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. .146 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Look, that's some great defense from Smith. He can be a top-level defender in this league.
And here's Tate outside. Kept alive by Houston. It's Tate on the wing. Knocks down the triple. Tate's got 6 in the quarter.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
On the wing, Jones. Shot to stop the run. Tate grabs the board. The Rockets lead by 9. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
Coffee, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Powell. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Outside for Green. Green's feeling it at the arc.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Smith against Jones. Smith no good.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with a fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Harden, the pass to Coffee. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Coffee's got his first 3 points of the game.
The most underrated part of Harden's game, his playmaking. James is amazing at setting up other players.
And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Pass to Coffee. Zubac with a screen on Smith. Bogdanovich passes to Zubac. Pulls up. Here's Coffee. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Here's Leonard. And rejected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Coffee. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Holiday looking for an opening. Now VanVleet. Here's Şengün. Here's the 3. Coffee grabs the board. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Leonard. To tie it up. Leonard beyond the line.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
Smith passes to Şengün. Back to Smith. Releases. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
The assist goes to
Şengün's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, that jumper of Smith is so nice, and a tough one to guard at that because of his size.
Leonard for 3. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. For 3, Smith. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Coffey. Leonard outside. To take the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich from long range. They get it back. Leonard with a screen on Şengün. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Bogdanovich, no good. The Rockets trail. Smith outside. Nails it from 3.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game. Simmons is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Holiday. And Green is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And it's Eason penetrating. Inside. Ball stolen. Done outside. Three-pointer, no good.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Pass to Şengün. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubac, he's checked in for Jones. Norm Powell comes in for Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Simmons. A minute 22 left in the fourth. Fires from deep. Eason can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard passes to Harden. Leonard with a screen on Green. Pass to Dunn. Harden surveying the D from outside the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Outside Whitmore. Stolen by Harden. Dunn outside. From deep. Thompson pulls it in.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Here's Şengün. Yeah!
Assist from Thompson.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Coming up big in the clutch. Harden, you know he loves these moments.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
It falls!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Shot by Leonard, no good. And so it's Houston winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
2-on-1 matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. Down low. And Gafford throws it down.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
Now here's Leonard. Fires from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
LA has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Inside, and Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Powell, no one around him. No good from outside. Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. On the wing, Irving. Zubac's defending. Washington kicks to Irving. Davis with a screen on Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now, here is Irving. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Jones checked in for Dunn. Here is Harden. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him.
Well, James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Jones. The Mavericks making the shot. Leonard on the wing. Here's the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got 6 points.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
He lobs it up, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie, he's checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Mavericks trail by 8. Dinwiddie outside. And finished off by Lively.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
To the inside. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Lively. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Lively's got his second basket.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 7. Bogdanovich wide open. And the Clippers miss again.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And so it's... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffee in at the 3.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Jones with the screen on Dinwiddie. And a wide open look for Simmons. Here's Zubac. Shoots over Lively. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
To the paint. And again, Dallas turns it over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Kicks it out to Jones. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Amir Coffey. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. Edwards comes in for Christie. It's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. Now, here is Irving. Nothing on the board. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And even 3-on-3 break. Marshall with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis comes in for Edwards. And Washington subbed in for Marshall.
Well, a point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. No good from Zubac.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
5 to shoot. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis with a screen on Harden. Loads it up for Davis. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Harden. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 8 points.
Now everybody knows that corner 3 is one of the easier 3-point shots. It's just slightly closer in. James Harden doesn't need a whole lot more than that.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Zubac's in the post. Gafford's there. Jones from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. A deep 3 from Irving. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit 2 in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Simmons checked in for Los Angeles. Amir Coffey comes in for Jones. And Dallas also making a switch. Williams is checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Broke loose and stolen by Williams. For the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
They set the pick. And it's done in the corner. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got P.J. Washington. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Davis in at the 4. Now done. Following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Outside Leonard. Clock at 4. Over Davis. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Washington. Davis against Leonard. Davis, the pass to Irving. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Washington. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Zubac. And it's done in the corner, beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dunn's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The offensive rebound. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by Washington. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They're scoreless since the first half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into fouls.
Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And a deep 3 from Harden. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Now, here is Irving. Will it go? That doesn't go in either for Irving. Los Angeles leading by 12. Powell dishes to Dunn. 1:35 left to play here in the third. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by Los Angeles.
Pass to Zubac. Dunn looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Powell with it. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trail by 12. Outside Irving. Thompson in the corner. Stolen by Harden. And here's Leonard from 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Irving. He's got 7 to the middle. Davis kicks to Gafford. Stolen by Zubac. In the corner, Powell with it. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Irving passes to Gafford. Davis with it. Outside Irving. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Jones. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. Clippers leading by 15. Dunn with it. To the left side wing. Here's Coffey, defended by Christie. Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Takes a 3. Kept alive. From downtown, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Clipper shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Bogdanovich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
And here's Leonard from three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nobody near Irving. No good on the triple.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
From deep three-point territory. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. They set the pick. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Christie. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Irving passes to Christie. From past the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Leonard gets it to go.
And with that three-pointer, he's about ending that 11-0 run by the Mavs.
Davis with a screen on Harden. Irving finds Davis. Back to Irving. Outside for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 10. Powell for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Irving passes to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Fires the 3. Cracks in the tray. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Dallas.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Yeah, that's next-level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Davis with a screen on Harden. So Los Angeles takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And they're all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.